Hi guys, it's Mr. Dave and
Charlotte,
and we are with RayKitty
RayKitty
Creation Workshop. Now, at our last session, we had a lot of parents and kids asking about this Build a Speaker project. Some of them were like, hey, we weren't able to make that session, but we want to do it. And so we decided that we would show you guys how to make a speaker at home. Sound good? Yeah. Now with this, we're not doing the make an amplifier where you put your phone in a cup. We're not amplifying sound that's already there. We're actually changing electromagnetic energy into sound waves, right? Because we've been talking about waves, right? And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to make an electromagnet, okay? And we are going to use our permanent magnets, right? Bing, permanent magnets.
what's a permanent magnet?
What's a permanent magnet? When we say permanent magnets, that means it doesn't turn off and on, right? That was a good question. Yeah, it means it doesn't turn off and on. That's going to be our magnet that keeps its magnetism.
Nice.
Sound good? Yeah. And then you're supposed to say, what's an electromagnet?
Well, what's an electromagnet?
There you go.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Well, you will in just a second.
Yeah.
An electromagnet, in this case, is going to be a coil of magnet wire. And anytime you run electricity through a wire, you have a magnetic field. So when you have a coil, then it ups that field, and the field gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, when you make these ones here, when we made them, were they very loud? No, they're not very loud.
You can definitely hear them.
You can definitely hear them. And the secret to that is our little electromagnet is going to vibrate our cup, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to cause those it's going to cause those It's going to cause those sound waves to come out the end of that cup. So, we're going to start by making our coil, okay? So to make a coil like this, you need some magnet wire. Now this is the only part that's a little harder to get. If you could hold that side. There you go. And then pull. Oh, there you go. It's really thin. You may not even be able to see it on the camera there. This is very, very thin wire.
I feel like
and it has a enamel coating on it. So when you get your magnet wire, you can get it at hardware stores, or this one here, we got it at Amazon. It's very inexpensive. Now we're not using a lot for our magnet here because we're going to be hooking it up with a headphone jack. Now if you got the kit from our class, the kit will have this little headphone jack. If not, you can cut it off your dad's favorite headphones. So
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Off your dad's favorite headphones. Cut it off your mom's favorite headphones.
Still don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Just get like cheap ones, like cheap headphones.
Yes,
anything with
Dollar
a
Tree headphones, okay? Now when you get Dollar Tree headphones, it's going to be a little bit different. On this side here, you're going to have some fuzz when you cut it off. Okay, that's the insulation. You're going to have some metal like mesh that sticks out. So what you're going to do is you're going to wind up that mesh, and then you'll find a little wire in there, or two wires. The wires you'll wind together. Those are our left and right channels. Okay.
Left and right channels.
Left and right channels.
Yeah. You
and
have to
then,
say it.
Oh yeah, say left and right channels.
We're just getting like Dora now.
Oh yeah, we are. That was a little bit Dora. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to wind those together. If you have the one from the kit that we gave you, you'll have a red and a black, and you'll wind that red and black together. And the white you will have as your other wire, okay? So those are going to be our leads to our little pigtail here. You call it a pigtail. This is not actually a pigtail unless you go like this.
Then it's a pigtail.
Now it's a pigtail, okay?
Yeah.
But our little pigtail, and we've got our wire. What we did to get this coil here was we got that magnet wire.
You got this. You have this wire.
Tell us what we do.
And you get a glue stick, and it's really pretty easy. You just hold that end down and make a little bit of a like tail with it. Mm-hmm. So you have about that much room on hanging off of the glue
of a
stick.
lead or a tail.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then mail truck. You just wrap.
The mail truck went by as we were.
You just wrap the wire just around the glue stick, and you leave the rest just hanging off about the same length as your first like lead, and then you just slip it right off.
Yeah, slide it right off of there. And then that's going to give us our little lead like this. Now what we did with this lead is we stuck it, with this coil, is we stuck it to some tape. And that way it kind of stays in that nice round shape, okay? So, let's see, can you get that one off there? We can leave that one on there because I've got this one right here.
No.
No, you're determined?
Determined.
Okay, while she's being determined, what we did next, oh, there you go, she's got her coil. What we did next is it's got that enamel on it. So this wire is red. Usually it is when you buy it. But inside it's copper. Okay, so we're insulated all through this coil because you want it to be to where the electricity doesn't just go and spread out in that coil there. We want it to go around and around and around. So we're insulated. We need to make the ends to where they're not insulated. Okay, so what do we do to do that?
You get some sandpaper.
Get some sandpaper. If you have the kit from class, it will come with with a little piece of sandpaper like that. What do you do with the sandpaper?
So you get your wire, and you just set it in the middle of your sandpaper.
It's sprung at you.
Set it in the middle of your sandpaper, and just slowly gently just kind of rub it like that.
Yep. How will you know when it's all done?
You'll be able to look at it. It's easy if you put it over some sort of like white paper, and you'll be able to tell the difference in color. But it'll go from like your normal red to like an orangey.
To copper color.
Yeah,
because you're exposing that copper on the inside. So what we did then is we'll go ahead this is fast forward, right?
Yeah.
So let's see what we got here. So on this one here, she already did those leads. So we have those leads, right? And she already taped it to the cup. So she taped it right to the center of the cup. Okay, there you go. And so we have these leads and we have the copper part here, okay, that is exposed. What do we do with that?
You wrap the wires with it.
There you go, yeah. So we want to connect it to our source, right? And so we'll take that, you'll get the copper part, and you will wrap it around here, and you will connect our lead.
You're just kind of twisting them together just enough to where they stick.
Yeah, exactly, to where it stays, and where you have a nice strong connection there. Do you want to do the other one? Sure. There you go. She'll connect the other one. Now, that creates our electromagnet, okay? That part, what's going to happen is as we put electricity through here and that frequency changes, right? It's going to turn that electromagnet on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off and off very, very quickly, okay? Depending on the sound. So we're going to use for our sound source, we're going to use something that pretty much everyone has, a cell phone. Now I have this little dongle here because a 3mm jack won't plug into my head or into my phone. So we're going to plug this guy in right here. Okay, so we've got this plugged in, and now it is coming to our electromagnet. Okay, now make sure that these guys don't touch. If they touch, then it's going to ground out. Or short out, and you're not going to get your signal to your electromagnet. Now, what are we going to do with our fixed magnets?
Our fixed magnets, okay, where is the thing?
I've got one right here.
So, we just take a little index card, or 3x5 card.
Yes.
And
That's the big debate in the sessions. Is it an index card or a 3x5 card? Now, what is that wire that you have?
Oh, it's a paper clip.
It's a paper clip. Yeah. So we just straightened out a paper clip for that wire right there.
So you want it pretty straight. It doesn't have to be exact, but as straight as you can get it. And you lay it just on kind of top of that card like that, about like 1/4 of the way up. And you're going to tape that down.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Dave, do you want to get the tape?
Sure. So what you're going to do with the tape is you are going to, you don't have to use blue tape, you can use any old tape. Your kit did not come with tape. That's the only thing your kit didn't come with. So if you don't have this here, you'll have to get some tape. Yeah, you can use Scotch tape, you can use fancy blue tape.
Any kind of tape.
Any kind of tape. So we're going to tape that down. If you want to show them what that looks like.
Alrighty. You just tape down the wire, and it's okay. Well, you want to have these little ends sticking out.
Yeah.
Because that'll be important later.
Right. So you've got your tape on there. Now what you're going to do is you are just going to fold it hot dog style. Okay, I say hot dog, right? Yeah, long ways. And you're going to fold it again. Okay. And what we're doing is we want a nice, steady, strong bracket for our permanent magnet.
Yeah.
I knew what it was, yeah, for our permanent magnet, okay? So what we have now is we have just that paper clip in there. The paper clip's going to give us a little extra stability. And I'm going to put another piece of tape on there to hold it all together. Okay? And this will just kind of hold everything in place. Now,
Seal it up.
seal it up.
Seal it up.
Seal it up. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was for the remix. If you're remixing the audio for this,
Seal it
yeah,
up.
seal it up. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
weird. That's
that
on
was
the
weird.
internet now.
That was a little bit weird. Now that's going to be on the internet. There it is. All right. So we have this. What you're going to do is you're going to take it and kind of measure your cup. Okay. The way I did that is I just put my fingers on the outside of the cup. Okay. And that's where we're going to bend our bracket. Okay. So you fold that paper and bend it nice and tight. And so now we have a bracket that goes over.
It should fit pretty snug if you did your measurements right.
Yes, if you kept your fingers in the right spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do with this?
So you all have these little stickies in your kit. They're just like goo things.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. But
I call them little sticky boogers.
of course you do.
Of course I do. Yeah.
So-
But it's just a sticky thing. If you don't have the kit, you can use tape for your fixed magnets. We gave you 4 of these fixed magnets because that works best for our speaker. But really, if you're at home, you'll want a magnet. You can go ahead and stick that on there while I'm talking.
So you're going to want to stick it right in the middle, like as close as you can to the middle.
Yeah, because we want that to go right in the center of our electromagnet. Okay, but if you're at home, if you're doing this with stuff that you've got, you're going to want to make sure you use a ceramic magnet. Okay, now the reason for that, a ceramic or one of those little silvery neodymium magnets. Nerd. But the reason you want to use this instead of the magnets that are kind of bendy and flexible is they don't have a solid pole on one side. Okay, so if your magnets are kind of metally or rocky feeling, then you'll know they're probably are
Good to go.
ceramic magnets, okay, or rare earth magnets. There you go.
All right, so now we're going to get our magnets. We have 4 here, and you're just going to stick it down on that sticky tape right in the middle, like that. And it'll hold pretty good.
There you go. So this is going to keep these nice and still. Like I said, if you are at home and you have a little bit larger magnet you won't necessarily need 4, experiment with it. Okay? And if you have the kit, you can experiment with different numbers of magnets too. Okay? So what are we going to do with this here?
So you're going to take your bracket and stick it,
there you go.
stick it right in the center.
Let me
So
move
your
this paper a
magnets-
little bit. There you go.
So your magnets are in the middle of your little circle.
Now, do you want it touching?
No?
No? Yes?
Yes.
That's the
yes,
part
you do.
that you're going to experiment with.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably
like,
what
wait.
I don't remember. Yeah, this is one of the things that I also want you to experiment with. At first, I don't want you to tape this down because I want you to
Try it out, test
yeah,
it.
try it at different distances and to see if you can get different volumes or different fidelity, right, to where it's clearer or not as clear.
Yeah.
So with what you've done here, you have actually built a speaker. Yeah, so you're going to energize and de-energize the electromagnet. You've got your permanent magnet. That's going to vibrate this cup and hopefully
Some sound will come out.
some sound will come out. So here's the test.
test.
Bum, bum, bum. So I'm going to turn some music on my phone, okay? And we will see if we get some sound out of this thing. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. Now I have some music from the 20s here,
'cause
Rudy
it sounds
Valley and his
cool.
Connecticut Yankees, because I kind of like it because you've got that retro kind of sounding speaker. But yeah, so we've got actually,
It's a pretty good speaker.
yeah, a pretty good speaker. We've got some pretty good volume coming out of this thing. So we have now made a speaker with a cup and some magnets and some wire. This is a super fun one to do at home. One of the things you can do is you can kind of experiment with how many coils, how much wire, different materials for your cone, right? And you can get all different types of sound. From a speaker you made yourself. Very nice. Yeah. So, if you've got the kit, you should have everything you need here. If not, your material list will be, you need some magnets. What kind of magnets? Ceramic magnets, rare earth magnets. You'll need some paper clips. You'll need some a index card or a 3x5 card. Yes, that's an inside joke. For those of you that are in our sessions, you know. So you'll need some magnet wire and a cup and a way to hook it up to some sound. Okay. If you are making bigger ones later on, you can experiment with amplifiers and that kind of stuff. But this is a fun way to learn about sound, to learn about electromagnetism, and to make a fun speaker.
Nice.
Awesome. So, thank you very much, Charlotte.
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Dave. You guys have some fun with science. And thank you from RayKitty Creation Workshop.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.